What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the weekly recap. This is the week 11 edition, and we have another guest. It's a new one. His first ever appearance on the weekly recap. It is Ray Smith. Ray, thank you for coming
What's
on.
up? What's up? The police could not catch me. We're
Uh,
here. The NCAA violations.
yes, we talked about his origin story of leaving. It had to be mentioned. The NCAA were hot on his tail over a $15 entry fee, and he had to evade. He had to exit, but he's back and he's here to give us that good matchup screen every week where there's a 7 year gap in matchups. Glad to have you back here, brother. It's good to
Thank
hear
you,
from
thank you,
you.
thank you.
Welcome to the debut, and get your shit off. I heard there's some shots you want to send out this week.
Oh
So,
yeah, we'll let them know.
oh, Ray, I'll address it up front here as well. I am one of those people that agreed with said shots. I may have said that you are trending downward here in that fantasy. I'll just want to own up to it now. I don't want to play nice guy and then have this loom over me.
Oh, so you're playing like bad cop. Like there's
Oh
no good cop.
no,
Look,
I mean,
all I'm saying, not the real fraud detector. Like, let's get the real fraud detector on the case. Let's find out. We'll see what he really has to say. He'll probably say the
wow.
same thing, but you know.
Wow. I mean, the fraud detector's probably not really searching because he would have to look pretty inward this season. But
Oof.
but let's just get started here. It's very really good to have you. Top six is as follows. Number one remains Josh, 9-1. Someone's got to stop this monster. Number two, Finn, kind of run away with that number two spot. Now you remain at number three here,
Look,
but
you
there
called me a fraud, ESPN. Come on now.
No, they're so. Hey, look, the record, the 6 win mark at this point in the season gives you like status for sure. But anything could happen in these final 3 weeks. We're getting repeat matchups, and trends just aren't looking favorable sometimes. But moving on, number four, I see Austin. Austin is trending upward. Getting him to number four when you looked at his team 3 weeks ago is crazy. Number five is Greg, who remained apparently in number five since the draft. Greg won this week, but not very impressively. So yeah, I think that's very fitting. And six, they put me again. ESPN has a absolutely like polarizing relationship with me. They don't know where to rank me, but they have me as a playoff team, and that is top six. I'm gonna start with my matchup here, Ray, where I get the victory over Mateo. Um,
Huge.
it really is a big one. Now Mateo also has a really good team. Um, it did scare me, like seeing Trey McBride start getting going even here in the later stages. But I mean, I think just George Pickens closing it out from a Monday night, where he just kind of looks like the better receiver over CD sometimes. That might just me talking shit, but
Uh-oh.
I mean, just George Pickens looks like that guy this year. I think he's got to be top three, right? Two. He's wide receiver two in the season. He's been incredible.
Oof.
It's been like a delight to have him. Thankful I traded for him and Devin, haha. But we get Judkins last week in the trade. He gets 5.9. Not really loving that performance. He does
You
get
were
like
catching heat for that one too, right?
let Mark talk, man. He
All
says
right, all right.
he said he's droppable. Judkins would be in Mark's team in 1 second if he's on waivers.
Are
Just
you
let
telling
him
me Mark does not have a player above 5.9 points?
know.
That he has to start a 5.9 player? Is that
Whoa,
what you're
whoa, whoa,
saying?
whoa, whoa. I'm saying Judkins is better than a 5.9 point player, also.
Okay. All right, all
I
right.
want to let that be known. Look, Justin Jefferson has been struggling. Jalen Hurts has been struggling. But I've had some real dogs here kind of carrying the load. 119 is still an impressive score. So to get this production from George Pickens, Nico Collins, we have Jacoby Brissett on the bench, kind of maybe replacing Jalen Hurts, who's been like very publicly struggling in the passing game. I just like my options here, man. It's a good win. The team feels deep, and I feel good going into these final 3 games, even though my matchups are going to be tough. Mateo's loss. He gets a breadstick from Devonta Smith. He gets 2 points from the Chiefs defense. Uh, I think he said he was going to start Singletary over Kyle Pitts. That's a plus 15 point difference, but that doesn't even get him the win here. So I guess he could rest easy on that. Either way, Mateo's team puts up a pretty good fight. It's not like the worst performance in the world. Your quarterback only puts up 12, but it's a tough one. 4-7 is not a record that ends his season quite yet, but he basically needs to win out, man. It's going to be an uphill battle for sure, but he's made it with tougher odds. So, tough loss for Mateo. Good win for me. Do you have anything here to say, Ray, or do you think anything differently?
I mean, Mateo's been making moves. I feel like Caleb Williams dropping a 12-pointer, a breadstick from Devonta Smith. That is an awesome statement. He's the Olive Garden unlimited breadsticks player, Devonta Smith. I mean, what did he have? He had like a couple good games 2 weeks in a row. So I mean, Caleb had that 40-pointer. Yeah.
I think like Mateo, does he have the one on the bench in like perfect scenario? I don't even think so. It's just maybe if he starts Fields over Caleb Williams, but Fields just got benched. Like that's not the smartest decision. I think Mateo can rest knowing that he made the best managerial decision. Sometimes your players just can't get it done. It's a tough one, but his season's not over. Got to remain hopeful. Next matchup. Greg versus Vinny was actually a stinker that turns into a good game because they're both stinkers. It comes down to Monday night where Vinny has Brock Bowers needing. I think he needed like, what was it, 13 to win. He gets 10.7, so he loses. Greg somehow pulls this off with JJ McCarthy at quarterback being a stinker. Tony Pollard's kind of losing his job to Tajay Spears. Calvin Austin, who's looked good in the Steelers offense, getting a breadstick. And Kenneth Gainwell on the bench. I know you probably don't start him normally. He only started because Jalen Warren only started getting points because Jalen Warren got hurt. But I mean, either way, you miss out on those points, you still get the win. Vinny's team gets a -1 from the defense. Like Vinny hasn't made one good defensive start this season. He leaves Debo on the bench for literally every receiver. Debo gets him the win. That's bad. Bo Nix instead of Purdy. Tyrone Tracy took out. All these players get him the win. That's a negligent loss by Vinny.
I don't know. I feel like in Vinny's defense, like Debo, who's the current quarterback? Was it Marcus
Mariota?
Mariota? Yeah, so it's like, can you trust him? I don't know.
Sure. But he's wide receiver 17 on the year. I know you probably
That's
weren't
fair.
expecting
Okay.
17.
I was not, no.
No, but I mean, he did only get like, he got a touchdown last week, only 29 yards. Okay, I can see what you're saying. But there's a tough one. He took Tyrone Tracy out for Kareem Hunt. That's
Yeah,
a
you hate to see
three.
that.
That's a 3.2 difference. 3.2 gets him the win.
Oof.
It's
There it
just
is.
it's a tough one. Greg, his team does not look that good. It gets him the win at 6-5, which puts him in a favorable position. It's one of those like team looks like it's trending down, but he's somehow on the top of the standings. Anything could happen for Greg at the end of the season. Right now, he's in a playoff spot. Tough loss for Vinny. Vinny's season is over. Can't confirm.
Ouch.
Yeah, 8 losses is pretty much kiss of death. Tough one. Next matchup. This one's a tough one. Brian takes the L here to Austin. Austin has been the team of destiny these last 4 weeks. He's really
Screaming king.
Yes, really found it. Now this week, actually, everyone gets a single-digit performance besides his kicker and his star MVP quarterback, Josh Allen.
Everyone knows that's how you build a successful team. You need the QB and the kicker. Just go off and you'll be fine.
Yeah, he kind of he streams Tez Johnson. He falls flat on his face. He gets RJ Harvey in his first week starting without Dobbins. He gets Breece Hall.
The spit game.
And yeah, they don't really do nothing. Jamar Chase, yeah. Apparently he had AJ Green during the game where he got suspended for punching Jalen Rams.
No. Oh
So
no.
something about Austin and Bengals wide receivers getting suspended playing against Jalen Ramsey. Brian, he believes in JMO, and JMO's probably much the only person that really does anything for him. Him and ETN. McConkey, Amon Ra, Warren leaves the
It
game.
hurts. It hurts.
Yeah, Kamara buys, so you didn't even have Kamara to play. Daniels is gone. Why do you still have Joe Mixon? Get
Why
him
not?
out.
Why not?
No, absolutely not. Woody Marks season, even in his return. I love Woody Marks. Uh, good win for Austin. Austin trending up. Bad loss for Brian. Brian needs to win out to remain in the standings in the playoff picture. Now this loss, Ray. This one's a tough one. This one was an insane matchup, actually.
Yeah.
And I want to hear your words and your take on how this turned out for you. This is you versus Josh.
I mean, Josh is the best team in the league, and here you
Well,
go.
he scores 90, right? There's a
He
chink in
wins.
there's a chink in the armor this week, Ray. We could
Look,
have.
you can't. Jabu wins. You can't doubt that man. Like he pulled the win. I've seen the videos in the Discord.
Yeah, you
I don't
know.
know. It hurt. Yeah, it's one of those games where you hope that something goes better than Lamar Jackson dropping 6 points. It's
Oh,
funny. I almost started Justin Herbert, which would have been even worse of a decision.
oh my God, I
So
forgot. Yeah, that is so funny. Yeah,
yeah,
so
it's
you
just
got
one
the
of those
better.
weeks.
You got the better scenario out of the two. Now,
Yeah,
yeah, Josh loses Josh Jacobs in this matchup. He gets single digit performances from Jalen Waddle and DK Metcalf. And Puka only gets 10 against Seattle because Seattle's defense is so good. So you're like, oh, maybe we do
but
this.
the kicker, he kept kicking.
Yeah, this now what really was crazy start. The Cowboys have actually looked like the worst defense in the league going up to this game. Starting the Cowboys defense is such a ballsy play, and it wins him the matchup in an insane fashion in the safety in the fourth quarter that gets him the win. It's just,
Crazy.
I mean, he wins by point 0.5 exactly. It's like it's an insane score for how this turns out. It's Yeah. Now, Ray, you're not out of this, but I'll call this loss a little backbreaking. You could have beat Josh here. This was a tough
Could
one.
have.
And like you would have been at 7-4. Josh wouldn't have really been hindered at 92. He still would have been best team in the league. Like you just would have been sitting a little more pretty. But you
You know,
know,
I had to throw a little bit. I felt bad starting at 6-1, so I had to make it a little more approachable for everyone, you know?
yeah. It's this one's
Sure.
tough. This one's tough. What I've noticed about your team, right? You have great running back. Well, going into this week, you have great running back like production and Lamar Jackson. We never really figured out the receivers at any point
That's
uh,
right.
this season. Looking at this bench, it doesn't really feel like we're going to be figuring it out
NC State
anytime
legend
soon.
Jacoby Myers? Come on now.
No, he just got traded to Jacksonville. Uh, Olamide Zacchaeus getting a goose egg. You have a injured kicker on the bench.
Dude, he's kicker four or whatever. He's not kicker four now, but
That is so funny, man. This is so good. Tough loss, but it's not over. You're obviously still sitting in a favorable position, but Trent.
Finn. Finn with the win. Oh,
Not
sorry, I cut you off.
no, you wanted that to end. I get it.
Yeah.
But Finn gets the win here. I made a trade with Phil going into this week. He got the good end of a trade right now. George Kittle is who he received. He got 21.7. He also received Kristen Watson on the bench, who got 18.6. I give him good pieces. You don't start Christian Watson over anyone he has. So you can't really like think about that when it comes
Can't
to this
fault that.
matchup. Drake May gets an 18 against the Jets. You can't really predict that. Genty was supposed to eat on Dallas defense, gets 6.4. Like
Yeah.
It's a little like he had favorable matchups and it went poorly kind of game.
And Drake
Um,
May, like only 18 in the loss. Like he's better than that.
against the Jets, yeah, you really think he's gonna blow them out of the water?
Or in the win, my bad. Well,
No,
him win, yeah.
yeah, no, Phil losing. I picked up what you're putting down.
Yeah, yeah.
But not to say Finn's looked like a little like crazy unbeatable either, but he showed a chink in the armor. Patrick Mahomes didn't look that great. Kamani Vidal with a two. Vikings defense with a two. 108 is not a score to slouch on. Christian McCaffrey gets a 32 bomb, but uh, you know, it's a beat like our two best teams in the league had beatable weeks and both won still. That's like what's going to keep them on top. And it's a tough loss for Phil, who now goes below 500 when I had him, trending to be a top four team going into this week. So maybe puts a hole in his sail. Maybe he can't get it going, or maybe he can. Let's see how these final weeks close out for him. The last matchup to recap is the butt buddy matchup of Devin and Mark. Mark loses his third straight game. I don't think he has the win here in any facet. So I can't make fun of him for making a bad managerial start. This one, he just kind of received belt to ass. He got Trevion on Thursday night, and he had Tedatoa's game of his season against him after drafting Tedatoa and having him all year. He trades it to Devin, who then plays him in the following weeks to drop a 29 piece.
Devin said, "Watch this."
Wow. And I think, Jameer Gibbs, who Devin gave him in trade, puts up 17 to cancel out some of this 29. He also gave him Dobbins and Warren, who Dobbins is out and Warren's on bye. So I don't
That is
know.
above 10 points from Gibbs. Wasn't that Devin's threshold?
Yeah, yeah, it was because Devin brought up three. He didn't hit it 3 weeks in a row, even though one of those weeks was a bye.
I mean,
Crazy
it
cherry
is
pick,
that is a logical statement. That is
but
below 10 points.
but it's a cherry pick. It's a cherry pick if I've ever seen it. But Trey Tucker gets a good game. I have to mention that in the recap because I was giving him a lot of shit going into the week. It's one of his bettest game. It is the Dallas defense, but he starts Cooper Kupp and Chargers defense, an absolute fart stain play. Joe Flacco at quarterback. The year is 2025. It's just he trades for Brian Thomas, who has yet to make any impact for his team. Yeah, Mark, like honestly trending down. He's lost three straight, and we're going into the weeks where he can't lose again. So it's a tough one. Good win for
Well,
Devin though.
Devin trending up? Question mark?
Maybe, right?
Maybe.
Now here's a little, if you could see my screen, Ray, a little recap of the edge count. So far this season, we're looking at 37 and 29 and guessing correct and not. Devin and I went 5-1, where Devin actually went 3 and
Oof.
0.
Wow, the
Uh,
champ.
he now gets the worst. He now loses the titles of worst edge count. Now it goes to Finn, who's 2 and 3 this season at guessing edges. You will now have your first edge count appearance ever. Hopefully, we get your stats looking good to start. I can't do my own matchup, so we're gonna start you with this one.
First
Uh,
one. Oh
First one
boy.
is me versus best team in the league, Josh. Josh and I,
Hmm.
this is a repeat matchup. He beat me in week 5 by 18. I didn't put up a bad performance, but he put up a great performance, 130, 136. Josh and I actually have a close head to head as well. Josh
Ooh.
doesn't have very many close head to heads, but he does have a good one against me. What will kind of give me the edge overall is still I beat him in a fantasy championship.
I mean,
Uh,
that's
that's kind of going to be here's the championship game where I'm starting Jordan Love. This is actually crazy to look at right now. Yeah, so I think he's been trending in the regular season. He had 2 straight wins against me in the regular season, but I'm trying to right the ship. I've made some trades since the last time we played, and I don't think my team's a slouch on. Something to note, he loses Josh Jacobs to injury, and I pick up his backup in Emmanuel Wilson, projected 13.6 on my bench. So he has no
Jeez.
Josh Jacobs, and he's now starting Blake Corum, backup running back for the Rams at running back. I don't have a kicker in, and I'm projected more. But you know what I always say is never be a slave to the numbers, Ray. Never let a projection sway your opinion.
So don't look at the numbers.
Well,
50-50 shot.
I'm just saying, like, don't be a slave
I
to the
mean, look,
numbers.
you're playing the guy that played the worst defense in the league and then won.
Mm.
Like, does he know something that we don't?
He's now playing the Raiders defense, who are also notoriously horrible, but
Against Cleveland.
who is a bad team,
I don't know. I mean, you put a kicker in there, you're probably gonna get what, 117.
right?
Uh, Nico actually doing something now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I mean, early season he had a couple games where were just a couple stinkers with Shroud.
Oh, he doesn't even know his name.
That's
CJ
right.
Stroud boy, yeah, CJ Stroud.
Yeah, I'm just saying he's trending upwards. I don't know, mate. I think this is Josh's first loss.
Second loss, he has actually lost somehow to Vinny. He's 10-1, but
Wow, got two things wrong in this prediction, but
no, but it's completely okay. It would right the ship. I'm winless against him this year. He's undefeated against me. So are you actually giving me the edge over
yeah,
our?
I'll give you the edge.
Wow, I like to see that, man. I like to make your edge count debut a good one for you too. So
All right, thank you.
now I'm gonna do yours right away. It seems you are playing Austin now. Projection wise, apparently you're gonna mop the floor with them. Let's see what the head to head looks like. 3-2, where you have the edge. Since your return, it's been 1-1, but you had the edge in the previous years against Austin. They're giving you every advantage besides wide receiver two. They give you any wide receiver edge. You have horrible receivers. Uh,
Look, the numbers, man, they don't lie.
oh, he had Smart Chases suspended. Tez Johnson just burned him. Maybe Higgins. Ugh. He's gonna have to have another stream of the century. Actually, a few of them. There's a few.
A king.
He's starting two tight ends. Wow, this is a tough one. We're gonna need Josh Allen against one of the best defenses in the league to have another 45 bomb. You know, I always say I'm not a slave to the numbers here, but it kind of seems a little insurmountable. You already have a win over um, Austin this year, and I think you also have just kind of some favorable matchups. Actually, some of them are tough. Lamar Jackson just had a poopy game, and even though he's playing the Jets, Bijan's playing the Saints, so
And losing Michael Penix.
yeah, yeah. Anyone on the bench here to consider? Not really.
Yeah,
Uh,
but wait, hold on. Who's Jalen Ramsey playing? I gotta continue the streak of.
I actually don't know who are the Steelers playing.
I don't know.
I actually have no idea. We'll see when I get to a Steeler in this recap. I'll let you know who they're playing.
All right.
But I'm gonna give you the edge. I think that makes the most sense. Austin just has like kind of a tough week for him with Jamar getting suspended. I know I said you were trending down, so that doesn't look good for me. But wow, Vinny is in a real pit this week. We have 3 buys in the starting lineup. We have to look at the bench here. Um, so he would put in. He needs a quarterback, wide receiver, and flex. So anyone, Purdy, Tracy, no Debo, maybe Pacheco. So 17 plus 23, 40. We'll add a 40 to his projections,
Oh,
97. 97. Then Mark puts in a kicker. He'll be at 100. Projections are pretty even. Um, Vinny actually beat Mark by 0.95 in week 4 too.
Close one.
Yeah, Vinny's season's over. So it's pretty done. He's playing for weekly recaps, but he could play spoiler to Mark here and end his season right here. Ray, you are picking the edge count. Here is the history where Vinny actually dominates Mark. Mark has
Wow.
one win on Vinny in our 11 years of history now. He got it in 2022, but Vinny's won 3 straight since. Uh, what do you think of this matchup? Projections would have them pretty close once Vinny makes all his subs, but
I mean, Mark put in Bryce Young. Bryce Young just had that big game.
mm-hmm.
You probably could find a kicker that feels like kickers this year. You're going to get a 15, 20 point kicker on any random day. They're
Right.
pretty. So I mean, he could put a kicker in and get another 10, 20 points.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Vinny, that's tough. It's
Yeah, 40 is a rough projection to even give him here. He's getting projected 97 with like the little subs I make on the bench for him, but it's still like that's even kind of generous for what's going on.
yeah,
Mark has Kyron, Gibbs, and CD. Like those are all great players with good matchups. Gibbs is playing the Giants. So
yeah.
it's a tough one. What do you think here, though?
I'm
History would
thinking.
have Vinny, but
I'm thinking Mark can't be a slave to the history numbers.
wow, can't be. Shut up. Why is Siri talking to me right now?
What's good, Siri?
No, shut up. Oh, he can't hear you. Why would I? Or would I do that? Anyways, moving on. We have this edge goes to me. It's Mateo versus Phil. I'm thinking let's see what the history has. For it, Mateo versus Phil, 6-8, leaning towards Phil. Where Phil's actually won the last 4 matchups to get this favorable towards him.
Oh my goodness.
Including apparently a slap up here in week 4.
Jeez.
Wow, this is
But
interesting.
but don't forget Mateo's historic bomb earlier this year.
Mm-hmm. Literally had a bad week, followed it with a great week.
Hmm.
Uh Drake London out. That's tough. Ramondre projected 13, but he might have just lost his job. I don't know. He now has Olave, Devontae Smith, Rico Dowdle, and Kyle Manungai. Ugh. Versus Phil Seam, who's just looks more solid to me, man. It's just from top to bottom, still not like a bad looking team at all. Projected a
I mean,
lot more.
124.
Damn, 124 projection is crazy. What Devin did point out to me though is that he's always been projected highly, but he's actually been one of the lowest scorers this season. His team
Uh-oh. Advanced metrics.
he's kind of having some letdowns in a way. He does like have people like AJ Brown on his team. Roman Dunze, who's hot and cold. Ashton Genty, who's had multiple hot and cold instances. He's felt all these. So, I think although Phil has been underperforming, he just still has a more solid base than Mateo right now. Mateo has tight end 1. He has Rico Dowdle. And Chris Olave has been doing it for him, but I don't think it's enough for how just like through and through good Phil's team looks. Even has options on the bench that anyone would consider like MVP candidate Matthew Stafford. So overall, it's me giving the edge. I think I'm going to give the edge to Phil. That would thus end Mateo's season. I hope it doesn't,
No.
but
No.
yeah, it's tough. Next matchup, I have Devin versus Brian. Now, Brian's season is actually on the line here. 8 losses is the kiss of death. Head to head, 8-8 overall. But Devin has a playoff win. I think kind of give him a little bit of an edge. Devin's won the last one, but it stopped a huge Brian streak. The last one was this year where Devin won a week 3. Um, yeah. What do you think here?
Are you
Let's.
picking or am I picking?
You're picking. This is you.
Oh, this is me. I gotta lock in. It's got Kenny Walker. Uh,
Yeah, he's not been happy with him this year.
no.
I think he also has Woody Marks to consider here, but Woody Marks is playing. Oh, Buffalo is not that good. Interesting. Devin's team. I like Ibuka, McMillan, and Rasheed Rice. Tyler Warren's been great for him. Dak Prescott been good for him. Brian's stream team has been trending down. He's starting both Lions against Giants though, which is very promising. Alvin Kamara has been a disappointment for him, but he's playing Atlanta, who's been pretty bad. Davis Mills, a quarterback, yucky, yuck, gross, horrendous. Oh, all right, but
Hmm.
projections give it to Devin. If you look at like comparisons, give it to Devin, and the history gives it to Devin slightly. What do you think here, Ray? Do you give it to Devin or Brian?
Gotta trust the history numbers.
Wow,
As I said, I'm a big history numbers guy. Gotta give it. Wait, who has the history?
it's tied overall, but Devin has a slight edge with a playoff win, I'd say.
That's what I'm saying. I was gonna pick Devin. There we go. Sorry,
Wow,
Brian.
yeah, that would be the end of Brian's season. So,
Oh wait, no, I can't do that. Oh,
oh, are we switching?
I don't know. I don't want to end someone's season like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not you ending it. It's literally happened before.
What are you talking about? What we say goes in
No,
the NFL here.
no, you're right. Oh my god! All right, are you changing your answer or are you not? That's what I want to know.
Nah, I gotta go, Devin.
Okay, that would end Brian's season, and it's all Ray's fault.
Oh no.
Oh god! Last matchup, we have two teams coming off wins. One team is projected a lot more than the other, though. We have
Greg's
Greg
team projected
versus
a lot
Finn.
more. Oh wait.
No, not Greg.
Nah, I'm just joking.
Yeah, that's by the way, Finn projected 121, doesn't have a starting tight end in as Zach
Oh my
Ertz is on
goodness.
bye. No, tight end market is so bad though. It's probably going to be like +6. So he's still going to be like 127. Um who is he
That's
starting?
crazy. Look at those first four players. 1-1 or 3-2-1-1.
Yeah.
That's whew.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah, that's been Finn's season all year. It's just those fucking stallions. Uh Greg's running backs, it's A Chain's bye. A Chain has been his one saving grace. Um so now he's starting Tony Pollard to Kenneth Walker, T. Higgins, Jordan Addison, Michael Pittman, Dalton Schultz. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. I'm giving it to Finn. I think it's just like, yeah, he has the Stallions. He only has one person on by, which is a tight end. He can just throw right in. The history has is Finn's. Oh my gosh, it's been Finn's won 3 in a row. Yeah, I'm going Finn. All right, Ray. Before you head on out of here, I'm going to have you be giving me a top 12 ranking of our league. Now, I don't know what you need to have in front of you. Some people can just do this off the top of their head, and you could start on the top, get to a certain point, then go to the bottom. That's how people tend to go, and not to put you on the spot or anything,
Now
but
we can do it.
I could read you mine first too. Also, I just put my rankings up here.
Now let's go for it. We're gonna go straight.
All right, let's
Ready?
go.
Josh,
Gotcha,
Finn,
gotcha. Pretty routine.
Austin.
Austin, over you.
Yeah, I'll go for. Like I said, I'm throwing. I gotta give
Mm-hmm.
uh who did I have next?
Me.
Phil.
Fuck. Okay.
Um Dennis.
Okay. Denny's.
Uh, Devin or Mateo? Oh, I'd say Mateo Devin.
Wow, these are insane takes. Okay,
There's just there's not enough space at the top. There's so many good teams.
there's so many good
Uh,
teams.
what do we have left? We got
It seems I see Brian, Vinny, Mark, and Greg.
Mark, Brian, Greg, Vinny.
You think Greg? I like six
Yeah,
wins. I love
Greg's
that.
been weathering the storm. That's like how many injuries has he had? He had the ACL with Neighbors. He had Scatabo with the ankle,
Yeah,
and then he
yeah,
had like the fact that he's 6-5 is incredible.
yeah. He just won, scoring 73. It is like an insane thing to look at. Now, did you say Mark, Brian, Greg, Vinny?
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate you. That is kind of an insane list, even though he's trending down. I did have to put him at 7 because he does have 6 wins, but I like this little play here of sometimes not even caring about record. We're putting let's see, like me up here. I'm putting myself up there. I put myself at 4 and I'm still below 500. But I just think my team just looks really good. And some people, like you said, like Greg has just been weathering like kind of like a sinking shit, man. Ah,
What was that? What was that? The stats that you had about uh with someone with other people's schedule. What was it with Mark's schedule? You'd be
oh,
whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We could check that. I should pull that up. I'll do it later. But yeah, with Mark's schedule, it was in week 8 when I did it though. I would have been 8-0, and I was like 3-5 at the time, and he was 4-4 with like his like booby schedule, and now he's 4-7. So the guy's really fallen off. I'll probably post more about schedules later, but thank y'all for watching. Thank you for coming on, Ray, for giving your rankings, for giving your edges. I'm always wishing you well, especially when the people give me the edge. Then I want to prove them right.
That's right.
Uh-huh. Did you talk enough shit? Is there anything you want to say on the way out of here?
No, I didn't. I don't know.
Some pissed.
I
Fuck, no, I didn't.
was trying to highlight the. I messed up. I said I was going to talk shit, and I didn't talk shit.
I mean, we got some off. You got a little off in there, but
Yeah.
yeah, you were actually some of the people that talk shit about you too. I'd be honest, you were nice. I'm pretty sure you give them edges. So it's just funny how it works, man. I mean, what's funny about this is that I always joke to people that I'm mean in the Discord, like literally all the time, and then me on the recap, I'm not mean really at all. So
Yeah, you and Mark on the recap. You guys are totally different versus the
yeah.
Discord.
Oh my god. Wait, Mark, he told me that he texted Devin when we were beefing or when we were going at it one time, actually asking if we are friends or not. Uh, that's what
This
this
is
league is about, bro.
that was like week 2 or day 2,
That was
and
last
my
year.
yeah first introduction back into the league was some sort of comment.
Oh, it's so bad. Before you go, I wanted to say, last things. I'm gonna do this thing where I look at final standings for how we ended. I'm gonna go back to all my guests' rankings and see who got the most accurate ranking of what they thought. And I know, like throughout the season, it's not in like it doesn't mean like exactly who you think's gonna win at the end, but it is funny now that everyone gives me rankings, like what I could do with it, and I thought is like whoever gets the most accurate to how it actually ends is a fun thing to do. So you're put into this pool here, Ray. Hopefully, you get the most accurate ending to the season.
So what? It depends on like where the people
Like, yeah,
finish.
finish. So like finish at the end of the year usually, but like that'll include like consolation bracket and stuff.
Okay.
But again, thank you for coming on. Thank y'all for watching, and we will see you next week. Peace, fellas.